Yes, people, welcome back to the only Yaya with the one and only, the true Yaya Chino Falachi. It's your boy again coming to you live, and today we're talking about Marcus Rashford's £75 million transfer to PSG. Ludicrous, delusional, mad. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the page. Keep hitting the bell for notifications so we can keep bringing you great content going forward. So yes, Marcus Rashford being rumored to PSG for £75 million. Now, people, let's be honest about this whole situation. No? That is ludicrous. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's delusional. It's fraudulent. It's anything bad you can say about this move. Just know it's terrible. And for the price as well, £75 million for Marcus Rashford. Bro, Rafael Leo from AC Milan being rumored for $150 million. Okay? Let's not forget Chouameni, Jude Bellingham, Kamavinga, Declan Rice. Yo, let's name so many players. Jack Grealish, 100 million players. Anthony, Nicolas Pepe, 85 million. Olise from Crystal Palace, 70 million. And you're trying to sit down at your house and tell me Marcus Rashford is worth £75 million alone. Now, for one, oh my God, let us stop taking a piss on Marcus Rashford, people. I feel like a lot of y'all walk around, on y'all little high horses. And of course, this is fans football, so we take banter out to each other sometimes. But let's be realistic for once. There is no way a man who signed such a massive contract, who has had so many 20-plus goal seasons in the last 5 years, can be worth £75 because he's having a season now where it's not seen to be a great season, but he's actually averaging just under a goal involvement every other game. Okay, that's not big standards for Marcus Rashford, but for a winger, it's actually okay because when we look at the statistics of Luis Diaz and other wingers who we say are world class, and how are they world class? Oh, they dribble past two people. When you look at the amount of when you look at the statistics of amount of take-ons, of the amount of dribbles, of the amount of runs in behind without getting the ball, look at Marcus Rashford's stats. People say he's lazy. He's covering 11 Ks, 10 Ks per game, where you have people like Kylian Mbappe, who covers like 8 kilometers a game. Like, go look at the stats. So when we want to call a player lazy or he's unmotivated, bro, he's running 3-4 more Ks than most wingers that you guys enjoy watching. Which means that, and we're not seeing him doing it on defense, which means that he is constantly running in behind of defenses, creating space for so many other players. So how can we sit there and say, oh, he's not motivated or he's a selfish player? But yeah, people will always find ways to try to belittle or defame or try to push down a man and make him as small as possible when he's making big strides. This is a young man who is knighted, who's MBE, who helped solve foods and kids starving in England and made the government pass a bill that allowed him to keep on carrying good work. Like, he forced the prime minister's hand during a very tough time, and that's why people trying to show hate on this kid. Also, he plays for the club that has the most haters. We all can see that because YouTube algorithms encourages you to put up thumbnails that talk mad ignorance about Manchester United. There are reporters now, like Andy Mitten and others, who go on podcasts and talk for those who want to do their research. These guys go and they're talking about how there are these big TV companies, networks, may I stand corrected, that only want to talk to them. They call them on the phone and they're like, hello, Andy. How are you? How's your day going? We only want to talk to you or interview you if Manchester United lose. That is an agenda. That is people out there with an agenda. And it so happened that Marcus Rashford is one of the best players in Europe and at Manchester United. And people just don't like it. So they just hate on him. And that's why I'm here today to defend you, Marcus, because your old lady come from the Caribbean or your old man. So definitely me have to defend you, brother. Me have to put you on a pedestal because not only off the field you're a good individual, because the other day they bring out reports of Marcus Rashford having a drink. And then there's fans and people on TV who drink pints of beer, alcohol, who do different type of drugs. And this man go and have a few beers to support his friend. And because he come late back to training, or some people say unprofessional. Where was the unprofessional talk when Marcus Rashford played 2 seasons for England and Manchester United with a damaged back? Remember, this young man had to have surgery in his back because he couldn't even run. And Manuel, he's a sprinter on the field, which means that his lower back, his hamstrings, his gluteus maximus, minimus, all those muscles engaged, need to be engaged all the time for him to be this quick. His fast muscle fibers, fast twitch muscle fibers, all these things connected to your lower back. A lot of people don't even know your lower back and your abdominal is your back abdominal, if you get what I'm saying. So when you do your front core or your tucking or your ab work, it's also very important you do lower back because that is the back part of your abdominal that helps with your posture and so many other things. It's the middle part of your body. It's your core. That's why they call it your core. That's why when they talk about other things, they say the core. It's the middle. It's the main part. A functioning core helps you a lot with your mobility, your stamina, man, everything. Your posture, just having a strong core. So go out there and get a strong core. But anyways, Marcus Rashford, so if he has a lower back injury, that he needs surgery, means that he doesn't have a strong core, which means that he's more liable to get a lot more injuries. But he didn't. He played and he played and he played. And even in times when he should have been rested, Solskjaer said he had to play Rashford because Manchester United had no other threat. There is no one at the club who is so willing to do as much running off of the ball like Marcus Rashford to create space for his teammates. There is nobody. And I promise you, there is not a lot of people in world football that does it either. I've watched this man play live, and I'm telling you, I see him make so many runs off of the ball, just stretching defenses. And he just does it effortlessly. Man United pick up the ball and he just fucking runs. He just takes off and he just runs. So let's put some respect on this man's name. But before we even continue ranting about Rashford and the claims that Mbappe and he's the one to replace Mbappe, let me just put up a few of his last couple years statistics for you people out there who like to call this man's name in vain and put him and rate him with people who have 1 season or 1.5 season of having more than 10, 12, 15 goals in a season and assists. And this man has, in his last 6 seasons, has had 4, and probably he can still even have, because if he score another 5 goals for the season and pick up maybe 3 assists, which is so much more possible that he is, because he's hitting form right now, he can end up with at least 13 to 14 goals and 12 assists, which will be a 25 plus goal involvement season again, playing 40 games or just a bit over 40 something games. So again, he's averaging just over a goal per game involvement, just below, a goal per game or a goal just every other game. So let's check out the statistics, right? Here we have Marcus Rashford right now. I'm showing you. Look at the statistics. 2019-2020 season, 44 games. 44 games. 22 goals, 12 assists. For those that can do mathematics, right? I'm asking you, for those that can do mathematics, how much is that? 34 goal involvement in 44 games. This man isn't world class yet. No, he no world class. The man just score good. Yeah. Okay, he no world class. 57 games, 2021 season. Remember, these are the 2 seasons on the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Full season. So this is second and third in the Premier League as well. So this is not only him scoring so many goals. This is him second and third in the Premier League as well. Okay, here we go again. He has 21 goals and 15 assists. So again, he hit the 37 mark, goals and assists. Okay. Manchester United bad season on the Ole. Remember Ragnick, and remember he just had the surgery that season. So he came back a bit late into the season, and he also was coming from that surgery. So remember, you have to recover. You're a bit scared. People targeting your back. If you realize people don't jump to head the ball with Marcus Rashford, they go on the Marcus Rashford. Or you don't see them. You see them, lots of the challenges to Marcus Rashford is to his hip area, to his lower back area, to his ribs. I promise you, if you go watch Marcus Rashford properly and the injuries he suffers, there are tackles, there are kicks, there are hits to his hip, hits to his lower ribs, hit to in his back, people going onto his body. Like, they know about this injury and they target him. And you have United fans don't even look at these things. They just listen to the media. They don't go or do their own research on different platforms who have statistics on Google that you have, because everybody has internet in their house, right? Although those that are suffering, that's another story. But most people have access to some sort of internet. So you can Google. You can go on that. Marcus Rashford goals and assists last 6 seasons. Before you go on platforms and run your mouth, this man is in world class. I've showed you 2 seasons already. He scored more goals and assists than people know that they're talking about world class in this season. Look again. Okay, he had a poor season. He come back again and better the numbers again. Look, 30 goals, 11 assists in 56 games, and he win a cup again too. And then, look at this season. The guy has 13 goal involvement in 34 games. So just under, because 26 would be every other. So just under. Every other game, he's getting assists. If he goes and scores 3 goals now, the whole thing changes. And we know already he's a big game player. We know he's a big game player. We know that Marcus Rashford is a big game player. And he's playing a big team on the weekend. No, we can put a bet in right now. Marcus Rashford probably scores a goal on the weekend against Liverpool, especially with Liverpool not having their, what would I say, full back line. Because, you know, they like to say, oh, Liverpool don't have their full back line. And come on, people. This man has 30 goals against the top 6. No other player. I think only Sergio Aguero have as much. Sergio Aguero have, I think, like 34 or 43. So Marcus Rashford, by the end of his Manchester United career, no doubt will smash that number. I have no doubt probably Saka might smash that number. Foden might smash that number. But these are players you are calling world class. You know, at 22 years old, they just put up a meme about Saka. He had 100 goals and assists. At 22 years old, Marcus Rashford had 156 goals and assists. 156. So it's not like we even talking about. So when people talking about Saka world class because Arsenal challenging for the title and Arsenal coming in the top 4 and Marcus Rashford was winning trophies with Man United when he was also scoring lots of goals and they were in the top 4. The same Saka was playing as a youngster as well. But at 22 years old, Marcus Rashford has scored 140 something to 150 something goals. While we have Saka, we claiming these guys are world class and they nowhere close to what the numbers Marcus Rashford have. And unlike Marcus Rashford has never been in a structured football team. These guys, Foden, Saka, all of them we call, have been in a proper structure for at least 3 to 4 years. Manchester United have been shambolic since Ferguson. Marcus Rashford made his debut under Louis van Gaal. So what does that tell you? He has been in a very shaky structure as a youngster, coming up, having to be the star of his boyhood club in a team with the most scrutiny. Because, Arsenal can go and lose 5-0 right now. Brighton can go and lose 5-0 right now. Chelsea can go lose 5-0 right now. Liverpool can go lose 5-0 right now. City can go lose 5-0 right now. And Man United can win 1-0 at Middlesbrough. And I promise you, the news that Man United at Middlesbrough just winning 1-0, they would have more stories about how they played, why they didn't win, all these things than the other teams that have just lost. So I understand what's going on for Marcus Rashford. Then people attack him last season when he had a little dip of form, even if he scored 30 goals and 11 assists, which is 41 goal involvements. You know how many people had 40 plus goal involvements in the season last season? I think like 3. Haaland and I think Lewandowski and somebody else. Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, Haaland, Rashford. Those are the people that were hitting 40 plus goal involvements last season, people. Let us put some respect on Marcus Rashford's name. This young man has given his all for Manchester United every time he can. Every time. Not because somebody doesn't feel like running back or somebody doesn't feel like doing certain things mean that, we want to scrutinize them. Because how can you say somebody not working hard but they're covering 11 to 12 kilometers? Some y'all don't even leave y'all house to go run 5Ks. It's a fucking mission for some y'all to run 3Ks. When y'all post up y'all Strava stuff, y'all take days to run 3-4Ks. And y'all out here trying to say a man that run 11, 12 Ks in 90 minutes. Don't care. Honestly, man, that is the most disrespectful thing I think you can tell a professional. Because lots of y'all don't even wake up every day and work out. Go to the gym. Y'all don't feel that lactic acid every day. And there's a man that feels that shit every day. Dedicated to entertain people like you. Who talk, who call them out about their parents, who call them out about their family, who have the word to say about their girlfriend choice, everything. Everything. People criticize everything. Half of them don't even buy shirts or Rashford shirts. But they want to criticize the man's life. It's sad. It's sad. And you see, he compared to players like Vinicius and all these players. These players have 20 goals plus and 11 assists in seasons in La Liga and in a top team. And Marcus Rashford numbers are good as or even better than some of these guys in a shit team in the hardest league in the world. It just kind of really makes me think, how can you think this man is in world class when he's pulling these kind of numbers comparable to the best in the world in a team that has no structure? It's like Bruno Fernandes. It's like every statistic they bring out, every platform, positive about chances created and goals scored since here and assists since here and distance covered and least matches missed and the amount of points a team pick up since and everything. all involve fucking Bruno Fernandes. Yet still people sit down at their house and say Bruno Fernandes ain't world class because he gave away a couple balls. Kevin De Bruyne against Liverpool, how many balls did he give away? Kevin De Bruyne against Luton, how many balls did he give away? Kevin De Bruyne against Manchester United, how many balls did he give away? Let's see him again on this weekend, but we don't see those statistics because he make on a pass and it's the most amazing pass. Bruno Fernandes play outside the foot pass, 40 yards, 50 yards onto people part. No one talks about it. Anyways, people, just to say all this, Marcus Rashford, 75 million to PSG is a massive robbery. Massive robbery. There is no bigger robbery than Marcus Rashford for $75 million. If this man is in 150 to 200 million, let's not talk about it. Enzo Fernandez, Moise Caicedo, Modric, bro, Cole Palmer was $45 million. Like, come on, people, let's sit down for a second and just think. Havertz was 65, Mason Mount was 55. Marcus Rashford is 150, and I put my money on it. Who don't like it, who don't care what I say, who don't like it, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, all I want y'all to do is to continue to like, share, and subscribe to the page. Keep hitting the bell for notifications. And don't forget, my people, stay sexy. This has been your boy, the only YAHYAH, coming to you live today with Marcus Rashford is definitely worth more than $75 million. Yes, people, always take care of yourself. One love. Jah peace.